Tucson's rock station is Rock 102.1 KFMA, Oro Valley, Tucson, an Arizona Lotus Corp radio station.
Do you even smart speaker, bro?
Listen on your Amazon Echo device. Alexa, play Rock 102.1 KFMA.
You say it, I'll play it.
You want it? You got it. Reality radio done right. No nonsense, real and raw, just like you like it.
He's corrupt, he's inexperienced, and he lies.
Broadcasting from a broom closet in the Arizona Lotus Studios, it's Beef Vegan Presents.
Yo, welcome back to the show. It's Beef Vegan Presents live on Rock 102.1 KFMA, streaming worldwide at KFMA.com on this beautiful Thursday, April 11th. Good morning, Rico.
Good morning.
Good morning, Tucson. Thank you guys for tuning into the show. Got lots of listener bait to give away throughout the program. Gonna have some friends stop by and the podcast broadcast. It's gonna be a good show. I promise you that. Speaking of good shows, I'm all in on Fallout.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, dude. You know, we talked about this with Herb Stratford about a week ago. They were talking about how they were going to drop 2 episodes of Fallout today, actually. Amazon, for whatever reason, it doesn't make sense to me, but I enjoy it. They moved up the release a day, and they decided to drop all, 8 episodes.
What?
Yep. So that
They're
was
like a rapper. They're like, you know what? Surprise.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't know who's doing Amazon Prime's, marketing, and maybe it doesn't matter when you have a stranglehold on the market in the world. But I'm just like, dude, this show is so good that it would justify releasing weekly episodes to build up hype and excitement and conversation,
Right.
to get people and more people to subscribe to Amazon Prime. Isn't that a business model? Right? Yeah. But instead,
Keep the interest.
they're just like, whatever. Yeah. We
Here you go,
spent,
nerds.
yeah, we spent like $100 billion on this show and it's awesome. But yeah, we'll just, we've been telling you we're going to drop it on Thursday 11th. And then last minute, we'll just do it on the 10th. And here's all of them. Whatever.
I wonder if it was like Bezos drunk, just a random second. He's like,
it's like a throw. Like the way they reacted to it, it was like a throwaway, right? In a way, in a weird way. But at the same time, it's something that I know that they're going to be proud of as far as a producer of this product. It's, Jonathan Nolan, Christopher Nolan's brother, who was also the creator and showrunner of Westworld. So if that says anything to you, if you watch the show at all, you know it's going to be quality. And this post-apocalyptic nuclear world that Fallout presented in the game series that is portrayed on the screen is so good, dude.
No kidding.
Yes. Like
I know nothing about it.
Well, look, here's the thing. I didn't really play the video games, right?
Same.
Maybe like 20 minutes or something like that. It was, first person shooter kind of thing. And it wasn't really my bag. It makes me want to play the game. I'll tell you that. But the story, the characters, everything right off the bat, I was just like, God damn, this is good. And I'm only about, I fell asleep last night late because I was kind of stuck watching it. I had to roll over and not watch it to make myself go to sleep, because if I kept it on,
you would have done the whole thing.
I would have binged the whole thing. I
Yep.
would have stayed up all night long and then came in here all Fallout brain. That's how good that is.
Wow.
So hopefully,
Quite a testimony there.
yeah, dude. So I mean, if you're a fan of this kind of sci-fi, definitely check out Fallout on Amazon Prime, and you can see the whole series.
Quick question, because like I said, I'm oblivious completely. I didn't watch even a trailer. And the game seemed to have a little tinge of comedy. So is it like comedy, action, sci-fi, or is it like kind of straight laced?
It's a little bit of everything, dude, to be honest with you. I mean, it's not heavy. I mean, it can be heavy. So I can't even really break down too much of the characters or the premise beyond. This is a world that's set in after like a nuclear war broke out in the 50s, right? A lot of people in the human race went to nuclear shelters to survive the nuclear apocalypse, and they did. But so their pop culture references are still kind of stuck in the 50s.
Oh, okay.
And then meanwhile, after 200 years, there's a civilization that actually, live on the surface, and there's still people that live in the shelters, and then those worlds collide.
Oh, it's a Tucson.
A little bit Tucson.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to simplify it like that, but that's the best as I can do, right? But
Nice.
we'll see if this will generate big numbers for Amazon Prime. Now, in the name of the game, of course, with these streaming services, try to get the most audience. Everyone's competing with Netflix. Now, Peacock just had the WrestleMania 40 air.
Mhm.
And of course, that's a big premium live event that aired exclusively on that streaming service. And the WrestleMania 40 did record-breaking
Gangbusters.
numbers. It did. But here's my problem with this, okay? They say that WrestleMania 40 was the most streamed entertainment event ever on Peacock, right? And per the NBC Universal streamer, the 2-night event at the Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia was viewed, and this is what annoys me, for 1.3 billion minutes. That's it. That's it,
funny.
dude. So when streamers,
cool.
yeah, when streamers now release any kind of data as far as ratings are concerned,
Right.
they just eliminate people and they just count the minutes.
They're
now.
doing the Instagram metrics.
Right.
They're like, how many minutes watched?
And look, dude, like I'm a little bit of a wrestling mark, not overly fanatic, but I do know like wrestling virgins who are like who will literally watch this WrestleMania 40 10 times over
Right.
in a row. So 1.3 billion minutes could literally be like 100 nerds just nonstop replaying everything.
Interesting.
But, yeah. So based on the average minute audience, the night one show was up 26% from last year. So they've given us all these numbers, and none of those numbers make any sense or mean anything.
It's just cool, right, guys? Yeah, we did good.
1.3 billion.
That's
That's
a
a lot,
lot.
right? Well, how many YouTube views is that? I don't know. Yeah, give it to me.
Break it down for me.
Yeah, I don't need minutes. Give me views.
Right.
Right. And if you tell me that only like 300,000 people watch this, but I mean, it was a 2-night event and each event was like 5 hours by itself. You're talking about, I mean, if I do quick math here, 5 times 6, that's 300 minutes per show. So that's 600 minutes just if you watch a 1 and 2 combined. It's 600 minutes right there. And then multiply that or divide it by 1.3 billion. Maybe you'll have a guesstimation of who.
You're mathing on Fallout Brain. I'm impressed.
I know, isn't that good?
Damn.
Dude, I have been
Mathin',
surprised.
mathin'.
I've been surprising myself this week. A little bit of wisdom. I don't know what's been happening. Anyways, we'll get into some intellectual content here later on in the show. A lot of things to talk about in sports news. A Suns fanatic is in the headlines for all the wrong reasons.
Oh, great.
So we got ourselves a Mr. Chief kind of situation. But we wish our little fan was Robin Banks. Once
Not that cool.
Yeah, once I tell you about Mr. Orange, you're going to be sadly disappointed. And then, of course, we got Morning Moron and so much more, including tickets to give away for the Bad Friends comedy show, tickets for your Pima County Fair featuring Chevelle and more. So let's keep it right here. We got Morning Moron coming up after 9 Inch Nails and Papa Roach. Just Rock 102.1 KFMA. You know the name of the show. Let's go.
Showtime.
Right, yeah, showtime. That is correct there, Rico. We got ourselves.
Thank you.
Yeah, we got ourselves a jam-packed podcast broadcast on this Thursday morning, which is good. Please welcome back Justin Spears. If you heard him earlier this morning, there's a clip that I'll share later on in the show of Justin depressing us all, basically. And Yas Money. Good morning, Yas.
Yes.
Cha-ching.
Yeah, Yas going to do a double appearance here on the radio stations here because today she's representing Tucson Roadrunners. Tomorrow she's representing the Tucson Sugar Skulls.
Wow.
She is,
Many hats.
Yeah, she has a lucrative position there, running the social media campaign, and they got a bunch of fun little video clips that we'll probably look through. You're basically feeding these players different Southwest fast food cuisine, and chips and
Ruffles.
snacks.
Yeah.
Rouflays.
The winners.
Yes, Rouflay. Who was the player that said Rouflays? Because I'm like, that's Pimp, and he knows it.
Yeah, that's number 44. Dominion. That's his name.
Dominion.
that's amazing.
Be
He's
honest.
a fan favorite. He really liked all of that stuff.
I'm sure. And and he's got some personality to him. Did he spit some game? Let's be honest. Because when he said
No.
rouflays, for all my mommies out there, I'm like, oh, this guy, he has a flavor preference and he's going for it.
I wasn't part of that flavor.
Okay. All right. Well,
Too spicy. Way too spicy.
Too spicy.
And of course, the breaking news that Yaz knew about before even TMZ knew about it was OJ Simpson passing away because she works for KOLD News. So yeah, that was a big talking point amongst the office.
Yes.
Beef is 13 News.
For sure.
Well,
Yes.
KOLD is what I said. Cold.
New brand. It's 13 News.
Oh, you dropped the cold?
Yeah, apparently we celebrated 70 years of being KOLD.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they were like, new branding on our 70th year. We're 13 News
Okay.
now.
Get it right.
I
Way
love
better.
it.
Way more catchy.
Get it right.
I'm not a fan.
Yeah, right.
I'm not a fan. As somebody who's been preaching and arguing that we should be leaning towards our legacy and heritage and that kind of a brand value, that is our brand value, especially in the nostalgia market that we're in today, it doesn't make sense.
No comment.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't want you to comment. I don't want you getting hot water about it, but
But I'm just letting you know what it was.
Yeah,
on
okay.
the same year. That's
I mean, hell, it was a cool way to spell cold. You know, was it not? Whenever you misspell something, you're automatically 10 points cooler.
Exactly.
That keeps it street. So they were like news of the street for the streets long before it was a thing.
live local late breaking.
Yeah.
We live to that brand.
Yeah. Live local late breaking, leaving La Villa Loca. No, I can't even. I try to
Take a breath.
You're right. Okay.
It's so cold in the tea.
I want to start off a couple things here. First, want to celebrate Nana Mary's birthday yet again. Of course, you know, Rico put together a video of her actually riding a motorcycle for the very first time. In case you missed it, you got to see this real quick
Let me
here.
see it. I want to see it.
Let's see it.
There you go.
Shout out to. How old are you?
95.
What's your favorite hobby?
Fighting? I don't take no shit from nobody.
Head out on the highway,
She's loving it.
looking for adventure. And
this
whatever
woman.
comes our
Here we go.
way.
We're back live on Rock 102.1 KFMA podcast broadcast. Check it out. Rico's Nana Mary riding a motorcycle for her 95th birthday. 95th birthday. She's a wild woman. Absolutely.
Oh, did you take a shot right
a
after?
shot.
Yeah, she did a
Oh,
shot.
yeah, she did. She
Yeah.
drinks better than any of us.
Did some barbecue afterwards. I mean, it was a rager of an event. I heard she even got her left breast tattooed to honor the occasion.
Yeah, she's a little upset about that, but hey, 95. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, that's huge.
She went
dude.
skydiving in 90. I'm like, you can't really go any, crazier than that, I guess.
Oh,
Bungee
wow.
jumping, bullfighting.
And then
know.
motorcycle riding,
Motorcycle
around
riding.
the east side of Tucson. So if you
Exactly.
saw a 95-year-old woman on the back of a motorcycle flipping you off, that was Rico's grandmother.
You're welcome.
Yeah. All right, we got Yas Money in the building. Justin Spears, ESPN Radio. I'm sure we'll get to some sports talk and some more coverage on O.J. Simpson and the fallout from that, or at least the reaction of the internet world. In fact, actually, there was a couple kind of notable takeaways from this. With OJ passing away, there's official statements left and right. One organization chose not to do an official statement on OJ Simpson passing away. Is that right?
From what I've gathered, I mean, we haven't seen anything from the Buffalo Bills or the San Francisco 49ers,
Right.
two teams that he played for. So looks like they don't want to address it.
Would it be a bad look if they did? I think it would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah. I mean, as an organization, you want to kind of move past that kind of past, which is, marred in controversy, obviously. Now, what he did on the field, that was different than what he did off the field. And this happened, a decade after he was done playing professional football, but still.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't say, the Buffalo Bills organization would like to, offer our condolences to O.J. Simpson and his family. Wait, there's no one left.
Yeah. Well, and also, I just think what he did off the field too, it's so bad that you just, it'd be like, let's say Johnny Manziel passes away, right?
Yeah.
The Cleveland Browns are going to come out with a statement.
Right.
Talk about drafting him, all that. What OJ did, no, you can't address that.
They
No.
turned the comments off on the tweet.
Yeah, his
Okay.
family.
Oh,
made
his
family tweeted.
Made sure that no one can comment, but quote tweets are still there. So
Yes. And
and they are grilling him.
Yes. So you look through all the different quote tweets. I mean, most of them we can't even read. And to be honest with you, most of them kind of say the same thing. Good riddance is the best way to summarize it on air. That's the PG way to say it. Most of the time, there's a couple curse words in there. But there are still some people out there that celebrating the life and legacy. What was the face you just made? What did you see? What's the censored way that you could say?
No, someone reposted it, retweeted it, and said, "Oh, Chloe."
Oh,
So apparently, OJ is rumored to be Khloe Kardashian's dad.
yes.
But
Well,
it's I don't
Some Game of Thrones
see,
going
you
on.
don't think so?
I don't think
That's
so.
speculation.
They made a whole episode about it.
They
and,
did.
and she looks Just like her dad.
No, it was an episode that she refused to take a DNA test, and she looks just like her dad now after hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of plastic surgery.
Work.
What she looks like now is not what she looked like before. Like Keeping Up with the Kardashians aired. So if you look at those
She
pictures,
looks more OJ post surgery.
she
No, less.
looks more
less.
OJ pre-surgery,
Okay.
which leads to the
Wow.
speculation, and rightfully so. So if you think about this, and again, I don't know if this is true, but it was alleged by OJ himself that he had an affair, a physical tryst with the matriarch of the Kardashian family, Kris Kardashian, in a hot tub. In fact, actually, he was bragging in a way like she couldn't handle it, type deal, right? Yeah, a lot of machismo there.
So that's
You're
what the book,
lying.
If
No.
I Did It, was actually
You could
about.
look that up. You could look that up, and again, it just adds to the lack of character that O.J. Simpson had, because this was his best friend's wife, right?
Yeah.
Robert Kardashian. Now, if you look at all the other Kardashians, all the girls especially, they all share similar similarities. They're all very petite. Robert Kardashian, I think, peaked out at 5'6", maybe 5'8" on a good day, right? Kris Kardashian, she is a petite woman as well. I think she's like 5'1", 5'2". Obviously, Kim is a short woman. Her older sister's a short woman. The only one who isn't is the Jolly Green Giant. That is Khloe Kardashian. She had all.
Leave her alone.
Well, I'm just saying she's tall. She's model-esque, and she had all those features where you're like, very well could be, very well could be.
And then she visited him in Nevada when he got arrested for that armed robbery.
Did
thing.
she?
Yeah.
And she juicy.
So
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I'm telling you. Are you looking it up right now?
So Twitter's gonna be fun.
Yes.
might
Twitter's.
blow
Or
up today.
X is gonna be fun.
And I was thinking about, like, could you imagine Twitter during the Bronco chase and the
God.
trial?
Somebody should simulate that.
Oh,
Like,
yes.
recreate that.
I think that somebody is you. You have the
Oh,
ability,
God.
but
Let's pretend today was a Bronco chase. Give me all your gifts and tweets.
I know it's a lot. He's like, somebody's going to Taco Bell, making a run for the border.
From now on April 11th, we have to all drive white Broncos.
I have
and
one.
Share with each other.
Yes,
There
yes,
we
you
go.
do. Yes, you do. Are you going to drive extra slow today in honor
No,
of?
I'm gonna put my
honor.
blinkers on.
Yes,
That's
put
what
your
I'm
hazards. You put your hazards on everywhere
I'm
you
gonna put
go.
my hazards on my way back to work right now.
We have a lot to cover, including a man who I first related to, but turns out to be the biggest scumbag in the world. And it is such a resemblance to my situation of the group Are We Dating the Same Guy? That Yas called me yesterday being like, oh my God, did you hear about this guy that's just like you? And I'm like, it's not me. Anyways, we'll get into that
I
information.
didn't know I was walking into that.
Yeah, well, we got a lot to cover here on the podcast
Scandalous.
broadcast. Join us, youtube.com/bevegan, or keep it right here because more on the way after Drowning Pool. It's Rock 1 2.1. Clear.
Linz is asking how he passed. It was stabbing. It was irony. He was murdered.
It was cancer stabbing his anus. It was
Yes.
prostate cancer.
Was it prostate?
It was.
Cancer found the real
It
killer.
was fast acting. It was 76 years old is when he passed away. And yeah, prostate cancer will get you every time. And with that, he obviously knew. I think there was videos of him going to hospice or getting some hospice care before it just rapidly just took hold. And Rico and I were talking, be like, how cool or would have been good if he made one last video before he passed away, knowing that he was going to go soon, to be tweeted the day after he passed away saying, yo, hey, hello, Twitter world. All right, here's the deal. I did do it. Yeah, you were on to me this whole time, and you were absolutely
Gotcha.
right.
Well, now that he's passed, can that book be released? The one where it was
There was an
It
unreleased
already
one?
did.
the.
They did release it.
I thought they didn't.
Yeah.
I
no.
thought they stopped.
No, what they were going to do was basically do a television show based around it as a feature. And they decided that was going to be in bad taste. The book was still released, called If I Did It.
I read
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. And you read it?
I read it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. There was somebody else with him.
Mm.
He didn't do it by himself.
Oh, of course.
Of
It was
course,
AJ
guy,
Green.
yeah.
Or not AJ
And-
Green.
And he said that
He's-
in the book, the part where it gets to the killing, that he went over to Nicole's house, saw that candles were lit. It looked like a very intimate setting, like she was expecting someone to come over.
Yes.
And so he got mad when he saw that. And then Ron Goldman comes over with the glasses, like, hey, Nicole, here's your glasses. And he's like, wait, this is the guy that you were expecting to come over?
Right.
And then in the book, he said that it just went black.
Right.
And then when he regained consciousness, he saw them both dead. He literally like wrote this in a book.
Yes.
And the Goldman family actually took the copyrights for it because it was just going to be If I Did It and just have it on the title. But they took the words I did it and put it in big letters and put the little word if in the corner of the book.
Yes, absolutely. And the Goldman
Jeez.
family did benefit from the proceeds because that was part of the civil lawsuit that they won. So they were able to receive money off that unfortunate situation that detailed horrific details of him committing that double homicide. So, I mean, there's
That's
still, I guess
wild,
there's
man.
still some people out there that believe that he didn't do it somehow. When he was just in there, and those are very vivid details of a scenario that you like had to be in to be able to retell.
You had to be there.
Now, I mean, who knows? Maybe he could have like grabbed them and somebody else did the stabbing because his DNA was still on it. But
I thought that's what was mainly alleged, that it was somebody else.
Yeah,
Like he was coerced.
I think, yeah, he had somebody else with him. Now, who it was, I don't know. But
AC, was it AC?
I think.
Al Cowlings.
Yeah, Al Cowlings.
The other guy,
AC Cowlings.
was it Cato Kalin?
I don't think Cato did it. Cato was too much of a puss, 100%. And Cato, I even testified that he heard noises. He was in a guest house. He was oblivious. He was just one of those Hollywood leeches, and he was leeching on. So I don't think Cato did it at all. But
His son.
AC, I don't think his son would do it
oldest son.
either. I don't think his oldest son would do it either. 'cause-
Maybe if we're lucky, we're gonna have Tarantino's last movie actually be like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, where he does the recreation of the killing, takes out OJ instead.
if we're lucky, I don't know. I mean, if you want to watch that, is this your Pornhub fucking
No
preference?
revisionist history.
All right.
What was the case about? Didn't he get in trouble for breaking into a house and taking back memorabilia?
Yeah, well,
Vegas Hotel.
The Vegas hotel.
yeah, that's what he went to prison for. We mentioned that.
Okay.
And
That's
that
so
was
funny.
Yeah, it was his own memorabilia that he was trying
It
to
was
get
own
back.
stuff, yeah.
But he stole other things too. He sold
jeez.
the guys that he was with. They stole Pete Rose signed baseballs and other memorabilia, and they also had a gun and told one of the guys in the hotel room, "Get in the bathroom and don't come out."
Yeah.
Which technically is
Jesus.
kidnapping.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
they analyzed every little part that went into getting his stuff back, and they're like, "That's a crime. That's a crime. That's a crime." They gave him all these counts, and then they sent him to jail.
A
Prison.
professional.
Yeah. He was acting like Suge Knight for a minute. He really was. And he knew, and he kind of got off the fear and reputation of him getting away with murder and that he was capable of something like that. So
Like he's
was-
untouchable.
and he was.
Yeah.
Until he got caught up in that aspect. But still, it seemed like his sentence was too lenient because he got out and still got to live a nice life. I mean, his last little run here of being on golf courses constantly, talking to Twitter and doing football analysis is like, that's too much, dude. Like you were living too, and he was still having like beautiful women as his girlfriends and
Yeah, it's
whatnot.
dark, man.
I guess the only takeaway in the curse was he was still pining after Nicole. He always kind of like want what you can't have.
And young women too.
I know, dude.
I'm like looking at these girls. I'm like, where are your parents?
Look, it's no secret, and this is why you're probably single because you're too good of a guy. Women like bad boys, and there's no badder of a boy than somebody who was accused of a double homicide. That's a bad boy.
A girl bragging to her friend she slept with OJ Simpson. It's like, you did what?
Mhm.
He didn't
And
murder you
lived
and
to tell
lived.
the tale.
Yeah.
That's a thrill.
Yeah, he stabbed
That
me
is a
over and over
thrill.
again in my
Yeah.
V. Anyways, that's the last of that joke. I apologize. There.
Beef.
Am I wrong about the bad boys aspect and the appeal? Because you have lots of friends who grew up. They're always about the bad boys, right? If this guy,
Oh, you know who people still like not idolize, but like dreamy? Aaron Hernandez.
which is crazy, he's been passed away. He's trending too.
What?
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
have a friend who's like, you know what? Aaron Hernandez.
No,
If he was alive.
yeah, he's the homicidal Diddy of
Damn,
former
females,
NFL players.
Crazy.
And when they always say their friend, they mean them.
No, no, not my type.
Even before the alleged homicides.
No, he looked like a murderer. Like I don't.
He had crazy eyes.
The crazy
Yeah.
eyes for sure.
Yeah, I know.
I know a killer when I see him.
Really?
Oh,
Okay. Was there any other on your killardar, if you will? There's the gaydar radar, right?
I
what
had an
would you-
ex-boyfriend that did scare me.
Really?
Yeah.
But see, did
Yeah,
that first
yeah.
attract you to him? Because you're like,
No. It wasn't until like in the relationship, like little things that if someone tells you like I don't sleep well, like anything wakes you up or something like that, I'm just like, what's going on in your head that you can't
He's
physically
like, it's
just
apnea.
like go?
That's what's up.
No, it was No, it was there was a vibe.
So
Yeah.
that's the sign. If somebody can't sleep well, then they're
I
conscious.
just think if you can't have a nice,
If he has the
You
breathing
know.
strip on his nose, that's a red flag. Nope.
only I can snore.
Yeah, all right. I think I even had a list. Well, I saw
You
this
have a
the
list
other-
of red flags.
the women red flags, yes, but also I came across a list of green flags that I talked about slightly yesterday, which I felt like I had all the green flags. Of course, a lot of people would disagree on that. Whatever.
That you
Haters.
I had green flags, yeah. I felt like I was a green flaggy kind of dude, you know?
That's what all red flaggers say.
I know. I get it.
That's
I
the biggest red
understand.
flag.
That's
I
the biggest
know.
red flag. I got no red flags.
It's hard to say.
I'm a green boy.
It
have
is
some yellow flags.
okay. What are some yellow? Oh, that's you have yellow
That's
flags.
fair.
Yellow
That's
flag.
fair.
What would you consider? Give me 2 examples. Give me a red flag example for you, and then give me a green flag example for you.
Mm. Pass.
No, no, I'm asking.
What's a okay? In a man, what is a red flag?
yeah,
Or
yeah. What's a red flag when you're looking for dating, and then what's a green flag?
I think a man who bashes on their ex,
Right.
like to be like, oh, like it didn't work out because she's this,
She's
and this. It's just- yeah, like she's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay,
it's
but who made her?
uninspired.
Who made her crazy?
Right. Yeah. Exactly. I did.
And you're only getting one side of the story, too.
Mhm.
Right,
Sure.
right. Like I
Yeah.
don't need you. I don't want to hear you bash your ex and why it didn't work. Like that's just a judge of character on you that you know.
You're absolutely right. And as a lot of people do that for sure.
Mhm.
And that's, of course, that's an excellent red flag. What about
Murder
a
is a red
green
flag.
flag?
Money.
Money.
That's a really green flag.
6'5".
His credit score.
Yes.
How do you handle your money?
He's
Yeah.
like,
How do you
babe,
handle your money? I don't need you to give me your W-2s, but you know,
let me see your Equifax, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
You see
So
that?
log into your Credit Karma right now.
if you fold up the $100 bills and put it in your back pocket, that's a good way to handle your money. What do you mean handle your money?
No, you got investments, you got a house, you got, you know.
All right, let me give you some of what Reddit said were green flags, and you let me know if you agree or disagree. And honestly, Spears, you take notes, and Rico too. You're probably single. I don't know anything about you.
I'm seeing somebody.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Yeah, I've been seeing somebody for a while.
nice.
Yeah.
Okay, well, and these are
I just keep it private.
okay. That's good.
see?
Yeah.
He doesn't like that.
Is it you?
It's
All
for
right.
tax reasons.
Okay.
All right.
Mind your
Leave us
business.
be.
Mind your business, beef.
Yeah, beef.
Here's some green flags. I want you, Yaz, I want you to agree if you think these are some good green flags. And then Justin or Enrico, if you could relate to these, thinking that you fall under this category, let me know as well. First one, a guy that can laugh at his own mistakes.
That sounds a little
Too
psycho.
vague?
It sounds a little psycho.
Is it psycho?
What?
Like
Give her
if
some
you,
context. I
yeah,
guess.
if you like
Yeah.
break a glass and you're like, well, yeah.
Artery. What?
We're getting kicked out of this restaurant again.
I actually sent that D pic to your mom instead of you. I'm crazy.
Am I wrong?
Yeah, well, I mean, when you
What's
put it
the
like that,
context of it?
Context
Did I
matters.
steal this car by accident? Whoops.
I'm talking little mistakes, but okay, we'll think extreme. I mean, the new the Joker 2 trailer just dropped, so made me think of that. How about this? Someone who's able to listen rather than waiting for his turn to talk. Green flag? And,
Sure.
and would you think this is
Yeah,
something that's
Sure,
relatable?
yeah.
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 For everybody, not just
Yeah.
relationships.
Hear me out and then give your side.
Okay, yeah. I mean, a lot of actually the green flags has something to do with just men listening in general. Apparently, that's a thing that we just don't do. So let's say a guy that doesn't feel the need to come off as the smartest person in the room. And I felt like this is my biggest green flag altogether, right? Because I'm like probably one of the dumbest people in the room in any room I step into.
Yeah, but there's a difference between you being smart or being a know-it-all, or you want to one-up somebody.
Do I come off like that? I'm around you all the time. So, I mean, the way that you say it and aggressively look in my direction
And chew her
make me
gum.
feel like, hold on, we're going to get Rock 1 2.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. So with Yas and Justice Spears on the podcast broadcast, we're going through a list of green flags that Reddit was commenting on that they look for in men. And I'm trying to see if, Yas agrees with these green flags and if any of us really good guys on this podcast, really not completely eligible, but really awesome keepers of dudes, can relate and fall into this category. So saying a guy that doesn't feel the need to come off as a smartest person in the room, which I initially said, okay, well, I'm stupid, so that should make me a green light. But you say, what is the stipulations? What are the stipulations you were saying, Yas?
No, so I'm saying you maybe don't have to come off as being like the smartest person or something in the room, but it's like if you're one-upping someone, like if I'm telling you, oh yeah, like I do this. Oh yeah, well I know somebody who,
right, who does that better or bigger. Yeah, and I don't do that. And so
no, but you want to have a joke at the end of everything.
That's the annoying trait on me. But that doesn't. Is that like, a red flag or a green flag?
It's like a yellow.
It's like a beige.
Yeah.
Beige flag.
A beige flag.
So
khaki colored.
Yas is basically annoyed whenever I work with her at the Roadrunners games. I'm basically working on new material and she just hates it every time we're talking.
I'm having a serious conversation with you. I'm telling you about my day and you're like, oh yeah, and then you just say something stupid
to make light of the scenario. Like a lot of times you come at me hot where it's having a bad day.
This is where the argument comes, and everything on that list you're not listening because you're too busy working on your material. Like,
you guys dating? What the hell?
First off, I would argue that a good listener, an attentive listener, who could also be able to twist the words around to make a clever pun or a joke to lighten the situation in the air, the tension in the air.
Sometimes.
I don't know. Look, I'm a kind of guy that I use like words as medicine, right? If I have a friend that comes to me with very stressful or they're down on themselves or feeling any kind of negativity, if I can make them laugh and kind of alleviate some of that, then I feel like I'm doing my job as a good person, a man with a bunch of massive green flags, No? Sorry, I won't tell jokes and try to make you feel better about your crummy life sometimes, okay?
Yeah, flip a 180 next time you talk to her and just be like stoic.
Okay.
No eye contact, just grunt.
Not saying you have crummy life, but sometimes
cool.
When you're, sometimes when you vent, you get down on yourself, and I'm just trying to make you laugh to lift you up, right?
Hey, next time you have a really crummy day
all the time. Yes.
No, because sometimes I see you on your worst days.
They're terrible days. Yes.
Let me work on my new material too.
I would love to hear something.
Meanwhile, I'm over here sympathizing with you and like hearing you out and then consoling in the middle of work and everything. I can see it in your face because you wear it, and then all of a sudden I have a bad day and you're like, yeah, but if that guy
no, I mean honestly, next time I will need that lift me up, right? If I'm having a bad day and venting to you, I need to hear some jokes. So like next time I come in and I'm super down on myself.
I'm gonna start making like a note
of
jokes to tell you, and as you're telling me, I'm gonna scroll through all of them and then I'm gonna go like
I'll give you one. So like next time I'm like super down on myself and all depressed and stuff, I want you to go like knock knock and I'll be like, who's there? And you're like, not your ex-girlfriend because she doesn't love you. Boom.
Slam.
Right.
I want to slap you.
You can use that one. Why? What?
Her beat is pretty good, I will say.
Yeah, her impression
of you.
I'm a rabble rouser. All right.
See, isn't that what I just? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a rabble rouser. What did I say?
Okay.
Okay. Well, anyways,
you're just gonna mock him so hard next time you see him sad. She's gonna go wah.
Back to some green lights. First off, this segment is designed to make you focus on the positive green flags that you could look for in a potential mate, and B, make my panel here, my good friends Justin and Rico and myself, feel better about themselves, potentially being keepers. That's what this segment was designed for.
We're full on therapy now.
Yeah, we're not executing that.
Okay, well, let's go down the list.
Okay.
Let's go down the list. Nobody comment.
Okay. Here's the list. Someone that can talk with you instead of at you. He has their back, or he has my back and is reliable. Consistently and reliability are huge for me. Reading is not one. To keep their living space nice, which means all the future housework won't just be on me. These are women writing about green flags that they look for in a significant other. A high sex drive and low neuroticism. I was halfway there. Courtesy to wait staff, animals, and old people.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Respect them elders, right? He knows how to apologize and is accountable for his actions.
Yeah, to some degree.
Thank you, because I was going to argue that too. Because I'm like, what?
That was real quick.
You can be the
really quick.
could be the my bad guy for so long. One of the worst people to play pickup basketball with is a guy who like messes up. He's like, "Oh, my bad, guys, my bad." I'm like, "Yes, we know it's your bad.
Yeah.
Fix it.
Right.
Be better. Do
Yeah.
better."
The words out of my mouth.
Yeah. So,
I'm just the guy that sucks all the time. My bad.
all right. What a positive relationship with his parents is big. That's a green flag, apparently. Following through with plans and not being flaky. Well, red flag this guy right here. Not an addict, I know, and isn't a mama's boy. I blocked my mom, so that helps.
Damn.
Watch your mom.
Nah, I love my mom.
Oh, okay.
I can't block her. She'll go mental on me.
You had your mom on the other line when I called you yesterday, and I was like,
Yes.
"Oh, go ahead and talk to your mom," and you're like, "Nah."
No. That's an investment of time. Look, well, there's I knew that I could talk with you within the 5 to 10 minute range. I know if I go back over to talking to my mom, I'm
What's your mom's
occupied
name?
for an hour.
What's your mom's name?
Carletta.
Carletta.
Yeah.
You love Carletta on
That's a cool name.
hold. That is a cool name.
I know.
Carletta.
So I
Beef.
get
Carletta.
Lisa says actions.
actions are a green flag.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. So that was the list. Would you agree with most of those, or
Yeah.
any of those stick out? Or would you add to the list?
Over 6 feet. No. I'm just
I
kidding.
knew it.
I knew
See, I
It
knew
was coming.
Always
Knew
something physical, something that couldn't
I'm
control.
kind of tall. I'm a little tall.
No, that's true. You should date someone at least 6'10".
No,
They all say, "I'm sorry. It's a evolutionary trait. Tall guys used to be the hunters and protect us."
Oh, see, I would never say that.
Yeah, no. So you're like 5'7", right? Which is
Mhm.
not too tall. I mean, that's pretty much slightly above average height. Were you ever with a guy so huge where you felt like a petite little mouse?
The tallest is like maybe 6'4".
Okay. That doesn't seem like that tall. I think you should go taller. I know that you cover U of A basketball all the time.
Oh my gosh, I remember standing right next to Ballo, and I was like, you are tall.
Yeah.
Tall.
Yeah. Did you slide in his DMs?
No,
Oh, okay.
I'm too old for that.
Well, I'm sure, these kids are at school to learn, and I'm sure the professors could teach them a thing or two, and so can you. I'm gonna say,
What school did you go to?
Hard Knocks.
Oh,
That's a red flag, by the way. If you see that on a
Yeah.
dating site and they went to the school of Hard Knocks, run. All right, we're keeping the conversation moving on the podcast broadcast. And speaking of red flags, there's a guy in LA that's making waves and maybe even changing the law based off his terrible dating habits that unfortunately made Yas think of me. We'll tell you that story next. Be Vegan Presents. Don't go away. Yeah.
Speaking of the tall thing, I was dying laughing the other day because I think the Churdleys, that YouTube or Instagram, that group, those comedians,
Yeah.
put together. Look, I sent you on Instagram. It's a YouTube video of a point of view. You're the tall guy friend that the girlfriend says not to worry about. I was dying.
You know what?
This
I
is
did.
classic.
I did send that to said tall guy,
Oh, yeah.
and I
it's
was
so
like,
funny.
is this
this
what I
how it
look
is?
like? And he said, yeah.
Hey, little girl. Hey.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. And that's
it's-
great, though,
it's
right?
so good.
Well, Justin, you're of average height, and I'm being kind, but who's the tallest?
5'8".
Oh, yeah. What's the tallest woman you've dated? You ever dated someone taller than you?
Yeah, actually, yeah, she's about like 5'9", 5'10"ish,
Yeah.
Whoa.
and then she wore heels, and I was like, hell yeah,
So you dug that,
Yeah,
huh?
brother.
towering over me.
Did you hold hands? Because when you hold hands, the dynamics a little off because you can't hang your hand all the way down. You got to like lift it up. Yeah.
Dangling.
Like you're
Your
with your
legs- your legs are
parents at
just
Disney
like-
World. Yeah. Yeah. Were you able to overcome that?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. The relationship was short lived,
Yeah.
but
Oh.
I know. I've had a couple experiences. I dated a girl for
she
a
was a
while. I was in a
tall order.
relationship with a woman who was 5'8", and she would wear heels. I'm 5'10" on a great day. And so the heels were tall. And the only thing that weirded me out was when she wanted to hold hands, because then I'm just like, my arm's not comfortably hanging down here. And now I know how the chick feels, right? And I'm just like, all right.
I wouldn't be opposed to dating someone
Shorter.
shorter.
but you never have.
No.
Yeah, so you have been opposed to dating someone shorter.
I mean, I dated someone who was the same height as me.
Yes.
And that was okay.
Because the short guys, they have the thing girls don't like is that insecurity. You see short kings all the time that have the bravado, the confidence.
Short
Do whatever they want.
Short king.
Short
That's what I'm
kings.
saying. Like the girl I'm with now,
Yeah.
she wears like platforms or heels that makes her taller than me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
This is great.
Hey,
Yeah. All right. Well, and that's good. Look at the on the DL been dating this one. How long has it been?
A little while.
Okay. It's, no details whatsoever is what you want to do.
Just keeping it.
Hey, you know what?
he's
You're
like the Buffalo Bills right now, just quiet.
you're a public figure, and I appreciate that. You know.
Yeah.
In fact, actually, me being so candidly honest in this 15 years, I'm coming up on 15 years doing morning radio. I know, I'm getting old. But it's been to my detriment, obviously, and I've ruined plenty of relationship because of this stupid mouth and trying to make content and sharing.
See, your mouth gets you in trouble.
I understand that,
But it also gets him in a lot of other things.
look.
Yeah.
The point is, you know, like I've been trained and
Trying to help him
told.
out.
I've been trained and told over the years and through things reading and stuff to do this successfully. You have to share your life with listeners. I know there is a line. I just have not found it yet. And eventually, I think I'll get wise enough to protect any potential relationship.
You can never be like Justin.
Who's Justin?
Where he
Spears?
where
No.
he just keeps it on the DL.
No, I can't. You know, but he's a sports guy. So he's
Okay.
more look, he's more stats and facts. He's a stats and facts guy, right? I'm a more reporter of
Stupid.
stupid.
I was hoping you were going to rhyme something. I was real excited.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because he's stats and facts, whack and fat.
Whack and fat. Stacks of pancakes.
Yeah, more stacks of pancakes. Where you going, baby? Can I have the leftover pancakes if you're leaving?
Oh, this moon's over the hammy by myself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so
Stats and flapjacks.
hey. Well, yeah, so what's this video that you shared with me here?
Oh, the Churdleys, the tall guy. Just
Oh,
watch
talk
that
about
20
the
seconds. It's
tall
funny.
guy?
It's
Okay.
so funny.
All right, let's see what this is all about.
You're the tall guy she tells him not to worry about.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
Hey.
you want to go on a walk?
Oh, yeah. Let me get out of the car real quick. Oh,
I forgot how friendly you were.
yeah. Bring it in for a hug.
Well,
Oh.
whoa! You almost caused an
Stupid.
earthquake, platonic friend.
Oh, sorry.
Let's go walk on the sidewalk.
Platonic friend.
Oh,
I almost hit my head like a giraffe.
except you're a man.
How's your boyfriend doing, by the way?
His job's kind of sus. He's being so annoying. It's like accounting and stuff. He needs to count all day. Like, okay.
Sounds pretty sus.
But you, oh, careful.
Wait, is that a Hot Wheel?
No, that's a car. Oh, this is so embarrassing. So do I look like a skinny legend from there?
These angles are great. Wait, let me pet your dog.
Okay. Hello.
Here, wait, let me stand on the side of you.
You're doing
Like
a
a
sidewalk
giraffe.
rule?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Just in case any car comes by and goes off the road, it would hit me. It's a very traditional.
I do that
too.
form of chivalry.
Yeah, I try to tell my boyfriend about the sidewalk rule, but if a car ran into him, it'd break him like a twig. But if it runs into you, it'll only leave a dent, huh?
Yeah.
Wait, be careful. They might
Yeah.
get scared.
This video's too long.
Oh, don't worry.
Yeah,
I
there's
better
smile
ones.
at
It's just a
everyone
clip.
just in case they
Alright.
think I'm a threat.
Um,
They know
I love that though. Platonic friend.
Yeah.
Platonic friend.
Hi, platonic
Give
friend.
me a hug in the
I
crotch.
forgot
When we
how
lay on this
friendly
bed.
you are.
I know. Yeah, I actually saw a piece like, you know, Daily Mail likes to do all this clickbait stuff. So it was a story of a woman who says she's 5 foot and she's dating a 6'10" guy. And she's gorgeous. And the 6'10" guy is a good looking kid too. And they're like, they always ask the same questions. And it's like, yeah, like, what's that like? Yeah, I get it, you know. And then I click on the piece because I'm like, well, are you going to finally tell us how awesome it is? And then like, no, they alluded to it, but that was it. What are you guys looking at?
Caitlyn Jenner, who used to be close friends with
Oh,
OJ
here we
Simpson,
go.
Of course.
reacted to his death by saying, "Good riddance."
There you go. Hot take. I mean, hell, yeah. Well, Caitlyn Jenner, of course, is a little upset because, you know, he was
Stop. What are you gonna say? What are you gonna say?
Eskimo related to to OJ. They both slept with Kris
Eskimo
Jenner.
smooches.
Is what I'm saying. I mean, Caitlyn Jenner was married to Kris Jenner. I mean, these are stats and facts, right? Am I making stuff up?
No.
Facts check.
They
Facts.
all dated the same circle.
Yeah, I mean,
And the
Hollywood
daughters
is,
are doing the same. So
yes, they are. Yes, they are. But what?
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. It's the way you said that.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. The Queen of England? Man,
What?
sorry. There's a
No.
meme with the Queen of England in hell welcoming OJ Simpson.
Oh, see, Twitter has no chill. We
This
talked
is
about that this
Instagram.
week. Oh, same difference. So, internet has no chill. And people get mad at me when I post stuff that points out the no chill. They're like, oh, you're clout chasing. Be like, no, I'm just reporting on you guys being trolls. So, like,
they had Elvis Presley on this.
Wow.
yeah. Okay. So, yeah, who's the celebrities in this Welcome to Hell? And let's real quick, just agree or disagree if you think this celebrity could be in hell.
The Queen of England.
Okay. See, I don't know much about, I haven't watched The Crown, but she was born into power. And I'm sure when you're a powerful person, you got to make some difficult decisions that are morally
That whole royal
compromised.
family is very.
Exactly.
Well, she Harambe'd Princess Diana, so
allegedly.
Our sweet king.
Allegedly.
Yeah, who's in
Don't
heaven.
get me kicked off YouTube now. Come on.
all right.
We're going to
Harambe,
put us
man.
on a
Too
list.
All right,
soon.
all right, Justin, who's in here?
World hasn't been the same since Harambe died. Just
Yeah.
saying.
Uh-uh.
You notice if you pay attention,
Seriously.
ever since he died, look at everything that's happened after that.
Ground Zero was Cincinnati.
On this meme, Epstein, we got Elvis, we got Stephen Hawking, we got
Well, we learned about Hawking, so yeah, it could
Yeah.
legitimately be on the list. Yeah.
is that Mussolini? Who's
That
on
makes
this?
sense. Yeah.
That Twitter guy, was it EM Chanong or whatever?
Oh yeah, Miles Chong.
The guy from was it Thailand or Malaysia or something like that? He got
Oh, okay.
who
somebody
got
else.
arrested.
Yeah.
But he's like kind of like a right winger.
Okay.
Very, very outspoken about his political beliefs. And I mean, I don't recognize any of the other ones. Is that Charles Manson on there?
Charles Manson got to be on that list for sure.
Just a lot of terrible people.
Yeah.
I mean, but Elvis, it's the king.
Yeah,
Is that
but
Hitler?
No, on the far right, that's Mussolini. Or no, Stalin. That's Stalin. Never mind. That's
yeah,
Joseph Stalin.
yeah. Stalin on the far right.
Who's this lady
Fitting.
right here? Oh, that's still the queen.
Yeah.
But they added.
Still a queen. So that's just part of the
I saw that one
images.
guy in the back of that. It looked like Hannibal Buress. I was like, wait,
Hey,
what did
no.
Hannibal Buress do?
No.
Yeah,
No
out
way.
in
Out of
Cosby.
Cosby. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's his sin.
You guys, Ronald Reagan.
Oh, Ronald Reagan on there too.
They put
Yeah.
Ronald Reagan.
Yeah.
And there's people that would argue that too, So
Damn libs.
yeah. I got a message from Day that's saying, where did you find the Swift OJ song? So I got to break it to her. Unfortunately,
That's a good song.
yeah, I did not find it. I
hope it blows up. That
created
way
it.
Taylor Swift has to make a public announcement. That is the goal.
a public apology.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear that, Taylor? So earlier this morning, I had AI create a song basically talking about OJ Simpson passing away. And it basically made a memoriam song celebrating the life and legacy of OJ. And it sounds like Taylor Swift singing it. And yes, unfortunately, I have some listeners out there that believe this song is real.
Seriously, man?
Yeah, but I did.
That was horrible.
Yeah, so listen to this. You let me know what you think. This is 100% AI, by the way. It was curated in less than
10 seconds.
Yeah, easily.
In the land of the silver screen, there was a hero who once reigned supreme. But the dreams turned to dust. Oh, what a shame. OJ Simpson, you left the game.
Game over.
From the runner of yards to the court so strong.
Right?
You had the world singing your song.
He's guilty.
But the stars can fall, they can fade away. OJ Simpson, no more to play.
No more. No more game to play.
Look, Justin loves these sports references.
Oh, I know he does.
No matter who you are. OJ,
Oh.
you're gone today.
We said this
Slaps.
We said this was a recently released or just released Taylor Swift song.
You're gonna get in trouble.
No,
I said allegedly.
alleged.
Yeah, and
Sprinkle some.
yeah, and unfortunately, you're right. I might get in trouble because too many people believe this is a real song. And I'm like, oh. Also, speaking of AI fun, I tried to get a rap battle song between Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk, but unfortunately, it was one rapper talking about Bezos and Elon Musk kind of not liking each other, and it was very old school sounding. But this
Plug in
like.
a country song about Justin Spears.
All right, so that's it. Okay, fine. Well, you want to do fun with AI, and hopefully
Sounds like
it won't be
MGK.
busy.
MGK, the
Make
legend,
me a country song.
about the best sportscaster in Tucson named Justin Spears.
Rock 102.1 KFMA. We're having fun with AI real quick. Let's see how this. Make me a country song about the best sportscaster in Tucson.
in Arizona.
Name Justin.
Whoa!
In
Come
the
on.
world.
First off, Phoenix is a pretty big market, and they got some pretty good sportscasters up there.
Gamble's pretty good.
Yeah, see, he knows. Sportscaster in Southern Arizona. Let's get that region right. You'll get there though. I mean, Gamble's better watch his ass because you're coming.
You're coming for
You're
it.
coming. But you're still a young man. Well, how old are you, Spears?
28.
Yeah, see, you're not even 30.
You're looking at that ass. You're like, I'm coming for it.
Yeah. Make me a country song about the
Pause.
best sportscaster in Southern Arizona.
No Diddy.
No Diddy.
No Diddy.
No Diddy.
Yeah, ESPN's Justin Spears, because technically he's ESPN.
Espen.
We got a no Diddy at the NCAA tournament.
I saw that.
Yeah, DJ Burns talked about
Yeah.
Zach Edey. He's like, the only difference between us is 7 inches.
No Diddy.
Yeah, it's a popular
Amazing.
thing now. We called it. We saw it coming from a mile away. We're like, oh no, this is the thing now. And my daughter, who's in high school, she's been reporting to me that her friends are all saying that now too. So high school kids are all over it. So
I don't feel
Now
too
it's-
old.
Yeah,
Now it's cool.
no, exactly.
Cameron, say it first.
All right, so with that, we cultivated this. Now, I do want to give a public announcement to Bam and other listeners out there who may believe that Taylor Swift did a song about O.J. Simpson. She did not. That was something that we made up. And sorry if we deceived you. Most of you guys were in on the joke, but I understand that some of you fell for it. And it's not even April 1st. But Justin Spears just released a brand new theme song for his award-winning sports show, Spears and Ali, on ESPN 1490, which is aired weekday mornings from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m.
Wow.
And of course, Spears, growing up as an Arizona boy, needed that country flair.
Mhm.
He's wearing boots right now. This guy rides horses all day long, son.
Woo.
Oh, those are Crocs.
His belt buckle's bigger than mine.
Well, anyways, let's hear what Southern Arizona's voice, that's the name of the song, sounds like. Check it out.
In a town down south where the sun always shines, there's a sportscaster who's got the best lines. Justin Spears, the voice of Southern Arizona.
Southern
He's got the
Arizona.
fire, the passion, and the euphoria.
You do have that euphoria.
School roots to the football field. He's got the knowledge, there's no doubt it's real.
It is real.
Bring you stories you've never heard before.
Oh,
That Southern charm that we all adore.
Who are we talking about?
Justin Spears, the pride of Southern Arizona, with a voice that's so strong, like a wild mesquite. He's the one who paints the sports scene with love. A true legend in the sky above.
Oh, there you go.
Let's go.
Damn,
there you
son.
go.
I'm going to the
That's it.
Maverick tonight.
Let's go to
Nice.
Pinnacle Peak, baby.
Yeah.
So there's your new theme song, Spears and Ali, ESPN 1490. We're gonna keep the conversation moving on the podcast
I like
broadcast. Wrap things up with the beef tip
Yeah.
right after these words.
He's like, can you send that to me?
Yeah, Claire.
Can I get that?
Oh, I will.
So that was the
screen record
first
that.
one. No, I'll send you a MP3. I can give you 2 MP3s.
High quality
Here's the second
MP3,
one.
son.
So this website again generated all that as quickly as we just said it, and it
That
give you
is
2
crazy.
different versions, right?
Mhm.
So here's the second version.
You got a Brooks and Dunn and a Clay
Where
Walker.
the sun always shines, there's a sportscaster who's got the best line.
Yeah.
Justin Spears, the voice of Southern Arizona. He's got the fire, the passion, and the euphoria. From high school hoops to the football field, he's got the knowledge, there's no doubt it's real. He'll bring you stories you've never heard before, with that Southern charm that we all adore. Oh, Justin Spears, the pride of Southern Arizona. With a voice that's so strong, like a wild mesquite. He's the one who paints the sports scene with love. A true legend in the sky above.
Yeah, the sky above.
Do you want to shoot a music video for this?
Let's do it, man.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spears 2024.
In my F-150.
Yeah.
In my F-150. You know, Spears, early this morning, we did your morning moron. In case you missed it, one little something like this. We got your beef tip coming up after this. Check it out.
So funny.
6:15 and time for your morning moron. Let's do this. All right, today's morning moron is a dubious freak who fell in love. And, you know, it's hard to blame these men who fall in love, especially at 52 years old. I can imagine, you know, if you're out there on the market, it's got to be difficult to find the one. And this, 52-year-old named Walter McRae, he found the one. And things are passionate. And they were probably in the honeymoon phase. But he was having years-long affair with a woman's 2008 Toyota Avalon.
It's a sexy car.
It's like one of those vans, right? It's round in all the right places.
Oof.
Yeah, there isn't a spot on that frame that isn't round. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, there's no sharp points on that Toyota Avalon.
Get it, boomer.
Yes. So, yeah, this was a case of what they call mechanophilia, whatever.
Oh, God.
That's a sexual attraction to machines or vehicles. So the victim was an 82-year-old woman. She said several years ago, she started noticing strange fluids on and under her car.
Good Lord. Oh, no.
I'm telling you, love was in the air and on the ground and on the door handle. Love was everywhere. She took it in, and the mechanic said it appeared someone was doing something to the vehicle, right? Like, this isn't oil, ma'am.
Using the wrong dipstick.
So she tried to put up cameras to see what was happening. This is a very, technologically advanced 82-year-old, right?
Oh, no.
So she invested in like ring cams and whatnot to see why this mysterious fluid was piling up on and underneath her vehicle regularly. Now, the thing is, the perp in question would always move the cameras. So he knew there was cameras and it wasn't his fetish to be filmed. It was only his fetish to sleep with this sexy 2008 Toyota Avalon.
He knew what he wanted, yeah.
All curves.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, the police put up their own surveillance equipment because the mystery intrigued them as well, and they thought this would be a funny case to crack. And they finally nabbed the guy after he had a date night with the car on Sunday. I wonder if he lit candles around the driveway.
I was gonna say.
Yeah. Anyways, after the arrest, the woman said that she didn't recognize the man, and he was offended because he's like, "You're like my mother-in-law." He was hit with more than 10 charges, including felony stalking, damage to property, and tampering with the vehicle. How do you stalk a car? You know, a car that's parked in the driveway. How do you do that? So I don't know if all those charges are going to stick. Unlike her door handle, which is part of the issue. So Walter McRae fell in love with the 2008 Toyota Avalon and then got busted making sweet love to that Avalon one too many times. Is definitely today's morning moron. All right, that was the morning moron today. And before we wrap things up with the beef tip, I do want to thank both Spears and Yas for being on the show. And I want to thank them the only way I know how, by AI telling me how I feel. You came through. Rock on 2.1 KFMA. Why are you giving me that look? Well,
I like it.
You didn't like it? That was a thank you
you.
song. I'm going to get into a beef tip and I'll play the thank you song as our outro today. But I do like to thank
Did you
everyone
just
for listening.
type that up right now?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh,
that's scary.
I know.
Yep.
I
That's
know.
really
terrifying.
I know. To terrify you even more, I mean, like ChatGPT has been working on voice simulators that you take 15-second clips and boom, it's a spot on impersonation. Wait till we start effing with that.
We were editing commercials yesterday at KO, and it was muffly, and you put in a AI thing over it, clears it up.
Yep.
Clears it up like
Yep.
brand new.
I know.
Like we had mic'd her up. I was like,
Yeah, wow, what they can do now.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today. But obviously, I want to thank Spears and Yas Money for joining me. Let me give you a beef tip. If you want a better relationship, act like a caveman. We've been talking about relationships all day today. Now, technology has good points, but a big downside, and it's creating very limited direct communication. And in a relationship, that just won't work. Your tango writer named Chris had an idea: act like a caveman. That doesn't mean doing the stereotypical stuff like walking around with a club. But here are the 5 things you need to do to have a better relationship by acting like a caveman. Cavemen defend and protect each other, right? They kept it in a cave. Sharing person details was done in moderation, right? So that's the Spears does. It keeps it in a cave. Yeah.
Keep it in the cave.
They were primal in the bedroom.
Ooga booga.
That's right. They were hunting. They were hunters and gatherers, and they would do that together. And they were active and spent time outside. So if you want a better relationship with your partner, act like a caveman in those 5 ways. And those are tips to have a better relationship. And always focus on number 3 too. That helps. The primal in the bedroom part. My point is I focus on that too much. Oh, yeah.
Go murder a lion.
Can't protect you from myself. You know what I mean? All right. Well, anyways, thank you, Spears and Ali, or Spears and Yas Money. Here's your going away song. Check this out. You did.
I need a lighter.
It's true.
Somebody got pregnant.
Yeah, you're making me ask questions, girl.
Yeah. I'll be a kid.
Yeah, you guys are funny.